What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Sumnsumnsumn. Hit the keys. Here today to bring you guys a quick review and demonstration of Lo-Fi Dropout by Yum Audio. I've had this plugin for a long time, but you know, 'tis the season of the plugins. This plugin is currently free until November 30th, so I would definitely recommend getting over to Yum Audio and grabbing this. It's basically like a tape dropout plugin that does flutter and all kinds of stuff at random. It's super dope for lo-fi or really any kind of genre that you could do. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. Sumnsumnsumn, hit the key. All right, guys. So when you open up the plugin, it looks like this. I'm definitely a fan of all Yum Audio's GUIs. Basically, it just has a very few controls on it. So it has your dropout amount right here. So this is basically how much of the effect takes place when it drops out. And then it has your chance of dropout. So basically, since it moves at random, the higher up the chance, the more dropouts you're going to have. The lower that you have it, obviously, the less dropouts you're going to have. And then it's got different kinds of dropouts from cassette flux to heavy drops, driplets, broken VHS, vintage player, and pyramid. And then they also do have some presets as well, which are pretty nice. So we'll go through all that here in just a moment. I made a little beat as always. Y'all know what the vibes are. So I'm going to go ahead and play that, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the lo-fi dropout on the beat. So the beat basically sounds like this. So that's the little beat I put together for you guys. Well, no cap, I just put it together on stream a few minutes before I recorded this video. What I do want to mention as well is that Yum Audio is having a bunch of different sales on their plugins. So they do make some very fire plugins. Unfortunately, Lo-Fi Playtime, which is one of my favorite plugins that they make, was on sale the day that I'm making this video for $19.99, but it won't be on sale tomorrow. Maybe they'll still have it on sale, I don't know. But you can check the website for the different plugins that they have. They do make some very nice plugins. I've done some reviews on some of those. So I guess with no further delay, let me go ahead and I'm just going to put the dropout on the piano. The piano sounds like this. So once we throw this dropout on there, basically, like I said before, it's going to have like a little flutter dropouts and stuff like that. So it's going to sound like this. And so that's a nice little effect to have, especially if you're making some lo-fi or even some trap or some boom bap or something like that. So like if I turn up the amount more, it's going to make those flutters longer. And if I turn them down, it's going to make them like shorter, if that makes sense. So you can hear how you can barely hear them. They're not as long. And then down here, you can control the chant. So if you want it to have a lot of flutter or flux, it's going to make it happen more often. They also have a button right here for stereo and mono. So you can put it in stereo. Let's go ahead and turn this back down to about 50. So let's go through some of the different kinds of dropouts that they have. So one thing that I forgot to mention, which is pretty nice about this plugin as well, in most plugins, but if you pull back the mix knob over here, you kind of get a chorus effect with it as well. So that's pretty nice. And then they also have this button right here. So you can just tap this button right here. And every time you tap it, it'll make a dropout go. So like if you wanted to, do automation, play it and do automation as you're letting the piano play, you can just push this dropout button and it'll record into automation for you. So that's a nice little effect as well. We'll go through a few of the presets real quick. So with some of the factory presets, the pitch dropouts here are pretty nice. I don't really mess with all of these, but that's just me. But these ones aren't bad at all. Good start places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play this with some drums going. I'm not going to turn on all the instruments, only for the fact that there's a lot going on with all the instruments and everything, like with different dropouts and delays and stuff like that. So you won't really be able to hear the effect the greatest. But with the effect going with like drums and stuff, it sounds like this. So that's pretty nice, man. You can create some nice little flutter effects in your beats, some nice little pitch dropouts. You can make your beats sound a little unique, stand out a little bit with this plugin. And I can't stress enough that it is free until November 30th. So you heard it here first. Go ahead and get over there and grab it. The people at Yum Audio, I can't stress enough, they make some pretty fire plugins low key. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Sum, hit the key.